Hi, appreciate you tuning into this video. This is going to be a quick video on SEO. We're using our Sacramento, California lawyers directory site as an example here, but this information applies to any type of site that you may have. This is a directory site. Now, a lot of people, when they're trying to optimize their results from the search engines, find out that in order to do that for their own site, first of all, it takes a lot of time and a lot of money because the process never ends. So there are, for almost any business from real estate to law, directory sites where you can advertise, and the concept here is that the directory site will do the optimization or is already optimized and be able to then drive traffic to your site or to your services. And that's what this is over here. So how do you check out a directory site? The biggest mistake people make is they take a look at the site, take a look at the graphics, and see what it looks like, and then and what price they're going to be charged. Those are all major mistakes that you can make, because it has nothing to do with quality traffic or any traffic for that matter. So these are a couple little pointers that you should be aware of if you're going to be advertising in a directory site for your business, or you're solicited, and there are a lot of solicitations to advertise in sites. First of all, if you ever get a phone solicitation, just hang up, because any good search engine optimization company or directory is not going to be calling you by phone and or email, I should say. So if you get something in the mail, that's maybe worth taking a look at. Now, again, let's go back to our site that we're looking at right over here. One of the things you may want to check, and if you have the Google toolbar, one of the options that you can have on that toolbar is the Google PageRank indicator. So you always want to make sure that whatever site you're considering has some PageRank. The more, the better, but at least a PR of 2 or more would show that they've been around a while and they have a lot of other links pointing into their site. So that's one item to check. But more importantly than that is you have to check what words these sites, these directory sites, are using to drive traffic to them. And then you'll be able to see if this is worthwhile for you to advertise on and get a piece of that traffic. So let's take a look at our Sacramento site here, and the way this works is if people were interested in a lawyer, they'd click over here, and then they would see a list on the left side here of various legal specialties in Sacramento, and be able to pick the type of lawyer to help them the best. So you can advertise under one of those specialties, and hopefully you get some business. But before you do that, you want to check out some standings. So the URL for this site is basically dashes between each word: Sacramento -CA for California -lawyers directory attorneys directory.com. So let's take a look, and what we're going to do, we're going to just take a quick look. And very popular keywords, and this is something else you want to be aware of if they come up. Now here we're using the term you can see here into MSN, Sacramento lawyers. That's probably the most popular term to drive traffic. It's not specific, but most people don't realize. They think a lawyer can do everything from divorce to bankruptcy. So this is why this term is more popular than a lot of specific terms such as Sacramento bankruptcy lawyer. But what I'm getting at here is you also want to watch out that there's not some giant keyword phrase that the site might rank high for, but that no one, or let's say very few people, would ever search for. So here you have a very powerful and popular keyword phrase, Sacramento lawyers. It makes common sense someone would type that into a search. But let's say you had Sacramento top ranked lawyers. Well, very easy to rank on page 1, maybe number 1 or 2 for that site. I don't know, I didn't do the research, but who is ever going to type that in? So that's something to keep in mind. But anyway, here we are. We typed in Sacramento lawyers to MSN. And if we take a look down and totally disregard over here, you see this says sponsored on the right side here. And these are also sponsored right over here. Those are pay per placement, and a lot of times unscrupulous people may do that. They'll buy some placements, do a lot of advertising, direct mail and calling, and say, hey, look, we're number one, but they're number one in the pay per click. And as soon as their campaign is over, they stop paying, and who knows where they are after that. Plus, a lot of webmasters believe that over 55% of the people skip over these sponsored listings that are usually here on the top and the side in favor of here in the center, the organic or real listings. And that's where you want to look to see if the site you're considering is. Now, if we take a look again, we're on Sacramento Lawyers, and if you take a look here, the first listing, and you could see here I have a thing that puts a little preview up. That is our site here, our directory site. So it's really right here. It's number one, it's Sacramento, California Lawyers Directory for the term Sacramento Lawyers. Now, let's take a look at another term. Here we typed in Sacramento bankruptcy lawyer, if you want to be specific, let's say. And if you take a look, we'll just scroll down. And again, you have to look over here. You'll see that it's maybe tough to see, but this is the web results. You only want to look at page 1 results if somebody is soliciting you, because if they're not on page 1, you're going to be wasting your time and your money. So this is the results here are 1 through 10. There's usually 10 results, organic results returned per search of about 1,330,000 results. So let's skip over the sponsored listings again and take a quick look. We'll look for that hyphenated keyword of our site, and there it is right there. So we're probably about 4th or 5th position on page 1 right over here. We'll do the same with another very popular keyword, Sacramento DUI lawyers. Let's just scroll down a little bit over here, and there we are. Looks like we're about number 3 for that. One last one on MSN, Sacramento securities lawyers. Again, we're only looking at page 1, as it says here, 1 through 10 of about 539,000 results. And we're right there, right here. You can see this is our site, and we're basically in the 2nd position. This in the 1st position is also kind of a sales type thing that Google is doing to sell people space, kind of like the sponsored listings. Well, you can see we have some good results there in MSN. Let's jump over to Yahoo over here and do kind of the similar thing, and let's say Sacramento legal directory is right. We typed in here again 1 through 10 of 21,500,000 results for that, and the very first one is our directory right over here. And then we also have an indented one right under it, so it's like 2 spaces over here. This is pointing to probably an article that we have on the directory site. So there you can see Yahoo, MSN, and what you should be doing is something similar. Check the page rank of the site, check that they're listed high for various search terms that are going to be helping you out. If they're not, it's going to be a total waste of time for you to take up their ads. And if they are, it's definitely worth trying a trial listing for a couple of months and see if you get some business from that listing. I appreciate you tuning in and wish you good luck with your search engine optimization efforts.